Did you know that most millionaires today didn't inherit their fortune? In fact, nearly 7 out of 10 wealthy people started from scratch. So what did they do differently? What habits did they adopt that most people don't? Today, I'll share with you 5 financial habits that rich people practice and poor people ignore. You don't need to be a millionaire to apply these. But if you want to improve your mindset, your finances, and your future, stay with me until the end. Habit 1. Poor people trade time for money. Rich people use money to buy time. Let's start with a clear example. Imagine Anna needs to buy a blender. She finds one for $50 near her home. But she decides to travel across the city to get it for $40. The trip takes her 3 hours in total. Now think about it. If her time is worth $10 per hour, she spent $30 in time, just to save $10. Does that really make sense? Rich people see things differently. They don't just look at price, they look at total cost, time, energy, and lost opportunities. If they can pay someone $15 to mow the lawn or wash the car, and use that time to make $100 working or learning something new, they'll gladly do it. This doesn't mean wasting money. It means understanding that time, once it's gone, doesn't come back. Money can. That's why rich people are willing to spend money to buy time, and then use that time for what truly matters or generates more value. Habit 2. Poor people focus on spending. Rich people focus on investing. Here's a simple scenario. Pedro gets a $500 bonus at work. What does he do? Buys clothes, eats out, and enjoys a few luxuries. It feels good, for a while, but soon he's back where he started. Now look at Laura, a freelance designer. She also receives $500. But instead of spending it, she buys a new graphic tablet and takes an advanced design course. Next month, she can offer new services and charge more for her work. That's the difference in mindset. Poor people see money as something to spend. Rich people see money as a seed that can multiply if planted wisely. The formula is simple. Earn, invest, multiply, spend only a portion. You don't need to invest thousands. Start by setting aside just 10% of your income, and use it to gain new skills, improve your tools, or launch a small business. Habit 3. Poor people wait for the perfect moment. Rich people take action and adjust as they go. How many times have you said, "When I have more time, I'll start," or "Once I save enough, I'll launch my idea"? The truth is, that perfect moment never really comes. There will always be distractions, fear, or excuses. Rich people think differently. They take action with what they have, and improve along the way. Here's a real-life example. Daniel wants to sell homemade empanadas. Instead of spending months perfecting packaging, logos, and branding, he makes 10 empanadas and sells them to his neighbors. He gets feedback, learns what people like, and keeps improving. That action gives him more progress than 100 hours of planning. Don't wait to be ready. If you're learning marketing, launch a simple ad. If you want to start a podcast, record the first episode on your phone. Real experience teaches more than theory, but only if you take the leap. Habit 4. Poor people believe they must do it all themselves. Rich people build teams. Many people believe, if you want something done right, do it yourself. But rich people think differently. If I want to grow, I need people better than me. Think of a small entrepreneur trying to handle everything: sales, social media, accounting, design, deliveries. They end up tired and stuck. Rich people know their energy is limited. That's why they delegate. They hire freelancers, form partnerships, and build support systems. Take a small business owner who sells handmade products. At first, she does it all herself. But when she hires someone to pack orders and another person to manage her Instagram, the business starts to grow. Because now she has time to focus on strategy and scale. Doing everything yourself keeps you self-employed. Building a team turns you into a business owner. Yes, it takes time to find the right people. But once you do, your growth multiplies. Habit 5. Poor people live without a plan. Rich people plan, execute, and adjust. Saying, "I want to earn more" or "I want to save" isn't a plan, it's just a wish. Rich people think clearly. They set specific goals and follow through with discipline. Let's go practical. Your goal is to save $1,200 in a year. That's $100 per month, or $25 per week. Your plan. Set up an automatic weekly transfer of $25. Cut out 2 takeout meals per week. Track your progress every month. Want to double your income? Break it into weekly actions. Contact 5 potential clients. Post valuable content 3 times a week. Take a 4-week sales course. But the most important part is tracking and adjusting. If you don't measure, you don't grow. If you don't plan, you drift. Conclusion: change your mindset, change your results. Let's review the 5 habits rich people practice, and you can too, starting today. 1. They value their time more than money. 2. They invest before they spend. 3. They act now and perfect later. 4. They build teams instead of doing everything alone. 5. They have a clear plan and adjust it as needed. You don't have to be rich to apply these habits. Start with what you have, where you are. Now tell me in the comments, which of these habits will you start practicing this week? If this video brought you value, give it a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. And remember, financial success doesn't start with money. It starts with your mindset. See you in the next video.